Got some guanacos up here. Going into Parque Patagonia. These are like little llama-like animals. And they can only be found here in Patagonia. Alright, welcome to Patagonia National Park. This is the newest park in the Chilean park system. I got a couple of guanacos behind me. They are llama-like creatures that live only here in, or alpaca-like creatures that live only here in Chilean Patagonia. So you can see right there behind me. And this guy right over here. Let me get up here. He's over here separate from the crowd. Very, very plentiful. Good look, as you could look at him there. So we'll see these, we may see some poodles and some other stuff today, but let's go take a hike. These are some of the animals you'll see here in the park. The guanacos, we already saw those. These are huemels, these are little deer, these are in the deer family, they're miniature deer. Of course the puma, and then your larger elk type thing. So these are the kind of things we'll see. Hopefully we'll see one of those. We saw those this morning. They're plentiful. So all right, we're finishing up in the museum and then we're gonna go hiking. But very interesting museum, very interactive. Here's a little history of Patagonia National Park. Of course, this was founded by Christine and Douglas Tompkins. I mentioned them in my Puma video. He was the founder of the North Face apparel company. He did a lot of conservation work down here. You can kind of read that. He was on a camping trip and they visited this valley, the Chacabuco Valley, for the first time, and were impressed by the beauty. So the 10 years later, the owners of the stanchion, they decided to sell. And of course, Christine and Doug Tompkins bought it. And then they founded a non-government conservation organization by Christine Tompkins, his wife, Conservation Patagonia, acquired the land. And then they purchased land in between. And then they eventually donated to the government of Chile to add to the park system. And in 2018, this park encompasses 764,000 acres, and Patagonia National Park was born. So the Tompkins did a lot of work down here. They did a lot of work down here to get this park running, and just for conservation in general in Chile. So he's actually buried here. He died in a few years ago in a kayaking accident. He's buried at the park, so you can go and see his grave at the cemetery. We're not going to do that today, but there's an option if you wanted to do that. I got a beautiful rainbow here in Patagonia at the trailhead. It's a little wet, but the rain cut, but that's beautiful. Beautiful way to start the hike. Hoping the rain will let up. You can see some of this Patagonia landscape here. How see Chris walking, but tall mountains. But yeah, beautiful barren landscape. How many people here in this park? Like I said back in the business, it's fairly new. It was founded in didn't become a national park until 2018. So people are still discovering this, but the visitor center was fantastic. I highly recommend it. Interactive. Really makes you have some thought-provoking exhibits on how we're living our lives, and what we can do better to help the environment. So definitely check that out. We're going to continue on this trail. We're going about 5 kilometers. film on since the guanaco was in the rainbow, because I can see it is raining pretty steadily and the terrain hasn't changed all that much. But we are approaching our destination, this 800-meter bridge across this beautiful canyon. It's 5.1 kilometers one way, so take some pictures here and then we're gonna head back. Alright, this is the 800-meter bridge. It wobbly. Kind of like a little shooter spot here from the rain. I just walked across this bridge. It's very wobbly. You can see Chris coming across. Maybe I filmed some of it walking back. We got walk back, but just want to get across. But zoom in on him. It definitely wobbles. We came to this little viewpoint here. That's the river we just crossed. That's the valley we hiked in. And you can see a little bit of the bridge right there that we went over. We're going to go back over that. If I can keep my nerve, I'll try to film me going over, but no promises on that one. And I mentioned it's a new national park. It looks like they are building some sort of viewing platform here. It's in the works. But it's a nice little lookout. Blue skies are coming. Sun's almost out. It's going to turn out to be a big day after a torrential rain we just hiked through. We're both soaked. So, alright, we're going to head back that way. Alright, Chris is over, so we're going to cross the bridge. We decided to do it one by one. I mean, it's pretty sturdy, but it wobbles quite a bit. This is not for the faint of heart. You can look out that way. You can see the canyon. You can see how the bridge wobbles when you walk across it. Yeah, this is the hike we decided to do. You can see I have my raincoat off. It's not raining anymore. But yeah, just trying to get across this bridge without killing myself. So, see the bridge behind me. Yeah, this is a nice national park. Chris and I were talking. If you had a few days, this would be a great park to visit. There's lots of trails. The business center was awesome. So, kind of look down there at the gorge. Down that way at the gorge. We're up on this little ledge here. Here you can see how vast this valley is down here. Shielded by the clouds, but that's where we came. People think of Patagonia, this is what they think of. There's these vast open lands. You see Chris Vasquillo down there, how the landscape is, but very, very vast wilderness down here. Here is a whole herd of guanacos. See the babies right here, the little guanacos. Some of them are still feeding on the mom. Like that one there is feeding. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I found some Puma activity here. Here is a bone of probably a guanaco lying on the ground. So I said the Puma was one of the native animals here. So this is I'm guessing this is a guanaco bone. But yeah, just lying here on the ground, so you can see you can see the activity around here. This must be prime hunting ground because you see all the remains of guanacos or birds or whatever. This is where the kill happened. This is where the Puma feasted here. And then these are all the leftovers here. Oh, there's maybe a hip bone, maybe. So we think these are the guano's nest. Looks like they have a little thing there, and this is where they would sleep at night. Because there's 1, 2, and there's a third one back there. So this looks like a good habitat for them nesting. Or at least at one point they did. You can see how they made a little circle around there. Alright, so that was the hike in Patagonia National Park. That wraps it up from here. Beautiful park. This is classic Patagonia. When you think of Patagonia, this is what you think of. So we are headed to our next destination south. We have a hitchhiker with us. He's from Germany. He's fantastic. But thanks for coming along this adventure in beautiful Patagonia, Chile. We'll see you later.